I'm so glad so many of you are starting fresh with the track off. Now we're gonna do something else to protect your identity, get you ready for tax season, also reduce the waste, reduce the clutter. I know you wanna get organized for 2018. What about our #1 best-selling shredder? Why do you need a shredder? Well, the FTC will tell you why you need a shredder. There are many steps consumers can take to minimize the risk of being an identity theft victim. For example, consumers should closely guard their social security number and shred charge receipts, copies of credit card applications, and other sensitive documents. That's not our statement, that's from the Federal Trade Commission. Are you shredding receipts and bills and bank statements and credit cards? This even shreds your staples. It's that powerful. It's our fabulous brand, Embassy. This is our #1 best-selling shredder brand here in the US and at HSN. And this is the 12-sheet shredder. I mean, it's gonna shred some serious paper. Over 320,000 of you have said yes to Embassy. It's also our #1 top rated. So this is a huge customer pick. We have exclusive colors and exclusive bundle you're not gonna find anywhere else but right here at HSN. So enjoy the fun tour de colors. We have Niagara Blue, we have Paisley, we have Rose Gold, because yes, your electronics should look as good as you do. We have the red, it's like a race card red. We have a beautiful spa minty green color. It's very serene. Hazelnut, if you want that sort of classic look. Silver, if you love the metallics. We also have a black, if you just want a basic, and pop it with a Merlot for a fun cranberry color. We have free shipping and handling. We've got extra flex payments for you. We also have Bill Duggan in the house, who's shredding 12 pages of paper at a time.
It just keeps going and going. Embassy really takes the chore out of shredding, because a lot of us, you know, it can't keep up with the demand, so then shredding is an issue. Then we don't do it. The more you do it, the less likely you're gonna become that identity theft victim, because our identity is out there. The statistic from the federal government, 1 in 7 of us fall victims to identity theft. Used to be 1 in 10, it's actually on the rise. So look at the features. We give you casters so you can wheel it underneath the desk, take it out when you need to shred it. You have this nice large bin so you see when it gets filled up. Look what's also unique. The bin doesn't come out. It actually has a locking bin. That's new and exclusive to our Embassy 12 sheet. But when you unlock it, you take out the drawer and look what you're throwing away. You can't tell me what was a medical statement, what was a tax document, because the shred is so fine. And I'm gonna show you what happens live, because it goes in 8 by 10. It's an insurance form. It goes in, but can you tell me what it was? You know, this is a personal finance statement. You can't tell me what it is after it's been shredded. And that's what you want, so you don't become that identity theft victim. You don't want dated shred from the 70s, you want something smaller and finer. And here's proof that it's really effective. Here's about 6 different pages. I have about 6 paper clips in there, and I'm adding about 10 staples. This can go through all of that and then some. See all the paper clips, all the staples? It just eats it up. It's hungry. And that's where you get protected, by using it. That's why the fashion colors are important, because you know what? Don't hide it, leave it out. So when that junk mail comes in, when those packing receipts are on boxes, actually on boxes, let me show you this. Cardboard, okay. That could have your mailing address on it or something. Hear how dense that is? Look at this. I'm gonna load it up. Like butter. I mean, perfect, it's destroyed.
So this is a micro shredder.
Correct.
So this is like the most secure shredding technology that you can get today.
And we need it, because we have to evolve. You know, the identity thieves out there, they know how to get our identities.
Hard. They're getting smarter than ever.
Yeah, it's their full-time job. And so if you still have a shredder from the 70s, you know what? It's definitely better than nothing. But look at that one piece of paper. That's someone's identity on that little piece of paper. This is a 30-piece puzzle. So a lot of us then went to cross-cutting, which was definitely a better, you know, shred. But I gotta tell you, if you're gonna spend this amount of money today, you might as well get a Microcut. Look at how small that shred is. I can try to give you a size comparison right there. Would you rather go from this to that to this? Not only, it's gonna fill up your bin a lot less. So here's a 12-sheet strip shred. It's overflowing. Crosscut, about half that. Microcut, it's a fraction of that. So it fills up your bin less, which means you're filling up your garbage can less, but it can really go through the power that we need. Because, you know, we have stuff that comes in the mail, comes off the printer, and we realize it's pre-filled out. We want to be able to shred it. So you go over to your Embassy and you just load it up.
All right.
It really just does what it's supposed to do, and you get to see it in action. It feels great, because at the end of the day, you know that tax document from 10 years ago that, whoa, I don't need it anymore, I can shred it. So a lot of people love it because they see the performance and they're protecting themselves. But you know what they also do? They appreciate getting rid of that clutter because we've held on to stuff. And we've got to remind you, you're getting the shredder, but you're also getting software. Why is this important? You're getting Tax Act. Everyone's got to pay the tax guy, right? So by the time you get this home, you have tax filing information for this year, 2017, which means you get your return that much faster. So it's easier to file, get your return that much faster. And then you get software to prepare yourself for next year. It's the beginning of the new year. So a way to keep track of your expenses, a way to lock down your expenses on the computer, because as you were saying with Track Off, our identity is online as well. So you're protected virtually, you're ready for the tax year, and Embassy is going to protect you for years to come.
So I love that we're doing an exclusive offer, which you can't find anywhere else. We're giving you our fabulous introductory price, which is saving you $30 off today. So $30 off, free shipping and handling. And I love that savings, so you're not paying an extra penny there. We also have 5 monthly payment plans for you. If you just want to get it home and get started, you know, see if it's everything it says it is. All you have to do is read the reviews. I mean, there are 750 5-star reviews on a shredder. Like, who does that? Like, who loves their shredder so much they go to our website and write a review raving about it? But you really love how powerful it is, how fast it is, how it has a smaller footprint.
Right.
You don't have to dedicate an entire home office to the shredder. Let me give you the dimensions. It's about 12 inches by 8 inches in the footprint. So if you have a square foot of space, you have room for the fabulous Embassy Microcut shredder. This is the best time to buy. We've got all the colors. You can't find those colors anywhere else either. And think about it. All the paper that we get in the mail, all those taxes, because you can start shredding taxes, what, more than 7 years ago?
Exactly, 7 years, and you can, because you know what happens? I can't throw this away because it still has my social on it, still has my bank account information on it. We need to be smart about it. And that's just it. 1 in 7 of us, and this statistic actually was the most alarming, 49% of all identity theft happens during this time of year, because guess what's coming in the mail? All the tax documents, we're sending it off to the accountant, the accountant's sending it back to us, we're printing it off the computer, the bank statements. So all that stuff that we've been holding on to or that have been making clutter, whether it's the junk mail, I mean, the receipts, everything. You know what happens? I'm not even gonna open it up. I'm just gonna shred it because the return address is my identity. And the thing is, when it doesn't slow down, when it doesn't jam, you have that peace of mind. And I wanna remind you of the difference. So, you're not shredding with something like this from the 70s, you're literally micro-cutting. It is so small and unidentifiable. I mean, look at that difference. And that's what you want. And look at this. We've destroyed
now you have confetti for your next party.
Actually, it's packing material, it's confetti, but the thing is, look at this one piece of paper. Where's that paper?
Or you can recycle it.
This one page takes up how much space versus how many we have gone through. I mean, 12 at a time, staples and everything, but think of it this way too. You know what? You're evolving your shred, which is important, because you know, that's the strip shred from the 70s. You're trusting your credit score, your identity, your kid's identity to something from the 70s. Do you know more seniors and women seniors and kids are the most susceptible, but 1 million more women a year are victims of identity theft. And the thing is, Crosscut's definitely a better option, but when you can walk away and invest with Microcut, you're gonna love and see, look how the gears are just even better and bigger. And you know what? The fact that it ships you for free is important, because the gears really are heavy, but it's so much smaller. This one page, I mean, it lingers, we even tear it in half, right?
Right.
The thing is, there are dumpster divers, but you know, your garbage can gets knocked over. It's a windy night. Now your paycheck stub is in the neighbor's yard. You don't want that. You don't want them to know your prescription information. So take everything and shred it. Our personal
information is everywhere. It's also great if you just want to reduce clutter. I know a lot of you are trying to organize. Clean out those filing cabinets. Get that spare bedroom back. Go through those old files and folders and boxes that are in the basement. If you don't need it, shred it. You'll have great peace of mind that you did the right thing. And there's a couple things I want to mention that can help you maintain your shredder over time. So let's mention those, because I know a lot of you are picking up on the shredder today. But we also have 2 special offers. We have the lubricant sheets and we have the waist liners. And maybe we can talk about each of those just briefly.
Sure. Well, actually, you get a starter kit, which is great.
You get a starter kit.
So everyone gets a liner and a lubricant sheet.
Why do we need a lubricant sheet?
The lubricant sheets are great because the gears inside, you know, you're putting to the work. I mean, you got metal, you got 12 sheets, you got cardboard, you got everything. And the thing is, you just want to keep those sheets. It's an envelope with a little bit of oil on the inside, so you don't have oil dripping in. So what you pretty much do with the lubricant sheets, you just put it in, you stop it, you let the oils drip in,
so you
and then
can add the lubricant
and then keep going.
sheets to your your order.
Look at that, paper clip.
That's a 24 pack.
Yep.
And those are really important. They really help you maintain the efficacy of your shredder, and everything just works smoothly.
And you don't even have to use the lubricant sheets that often, but they're there when you, like, you know, you're going through that big file box because it feels good. I gotta tell you, you look at the reviews, we call it shredding therapy because it does feel good. The clutter, the junk mail I've been holding on to get rid of it.
You know what?
It feels so good.
You could go through that scrapbook or that photo album and get rid of the old boyfriend.
Seriously.
The ex.
The bad hairdos. Yes.
All those embarrassing moments. How good would you feel if those were shredded into tiny little pieces? Now, you also might want some bin liners, because if you're making as big of a mess as Bill is right now, we have the bin liners for you. And that would just make it a little bit easier to toss those paper shreds away at the end
actually,
of the
I'd love to take everyone through the colors, because I want to remind them, too, how this is an exclusive bundle, because you're getting the shredder and the software and the tax act. But look at all these fun colors. Leave it out, because you'll use it, the kids will use it, your husband will use it. You have that mint, you have the rose gold in the corner, the hazelnut right there, the silver paisley, exclusive to us, right? So I just want to remind you.
Look how cute that is.
On casters, which is great, fun, big peekaboo window, pull out bin, and you talk about space saving. So I like to leave the drawer open. Then it's my waste bin in my home office, in the dormitory. When I need to shred, I can just close it, and now it's good to go. But remember, this bin, it locks. It's not gonna slip or slide out. That was a request from actually one of our buyers.
Hold that up again, because I want everyone to know that this is small but powerful. This is not like this huge thing that you need to find room to put under a desk or take over another piece of furniture. It's about a square foot. It's about 12 inches long. It's about 6 inches wide. Paisley is our most limited color choice, by the way, so if you're loving the paisley, don't miss out.
Where else do you see that? Yeah. And that's Embassy really giving us the features that we want, because we do sell a lot of them, and a large part is because, you know, you go to the big box stores and you see Embassy, you see Microcut, and you're like, why is that one more expensive than the strip cut from the 70s? Because it does protect you more. It's worth it. You're seeing it in action, the huge difference it makes. So I'd love to show you this comparison. A lot of us have credit cards, right? We got the new ones with the chips, we get the old ones expire, we try to cut it in half, we take our kitchen shears, but look what you get with Microcut. So small, so hard to piece together. And look, dime, Microcut. It's the size of a dime. And at the end of the day, is that Sarah's credit card? Is that my credit card? Is it a credit card? It could be gym membership, grocery store rewards card. You're making it harder for those identity thieves out there. Because remember, when we launched Embassy here, it was 1 in 10, which still is pretty common. It's happened to me, happened to Marlo Smith. Now it's 1 in 7.
Wow.
And this is the time of year, tax time. You're filing and sending and printing stuff off, shred it.
Let's talk about the software you're getting. Because also you're gonna get Tax Act 2017. Tell us about that.
Right, so we all got a file, so the sooner you get Tax Act, it's gonna be easier and quicker to get your refund. Because you know what, that's the biggest thing. Most of us don't realize identity theft has happened to us until it's happened. Like when we try to file and get our tax return and it's like, oh no, you already filed. Like, I don't think so. So file sooner, you know it's not happening to you. The other titles are great. One's deductor, so you can actually, this one, so it actually helps keep track of your expenses. It's January, so you'll be ready for 2018 when that time comes to file. Doc Lock, a way to have, you know those files, all those little individual folders, the medical record folder, the mortgage folder, you can have a password on each one of those so they're more secure. From, you know, the kids getting on the computer, the babysitter, the handyman. And then another one that you have is Deductor, Doc Lock, Tax Act. Oh, Buffer X, which is great. A way to, again, keep track of your expenses so you're ready and prepared.
Each of those softwares are like a $30, $40 value. So it's like getting another $120, $160 in software that you're not gonna find anywhere else. And if you've ever purchased another shredder, perhaps this happened to you, it happened to me. I purchased a shredder from a company I didn't really know. I just went to a big box store. The shredder worked about 10 times, and then it never worked again. Do you know I actually had to pay to have it recycled? If I lived in a city where you have to drop off electronics,
big stuff like that,
you could not put it in the trash, and then I paid, I think, $25 to have it recycled. I use it twice. I mean, it's crazy what you can get, but I would hope that doesn't happen to you. When you buy Embassy, you're buying one of the top brands in shredders worldwide. 1 in every 4 shredders is an Embassy. So that's a big deal. And this is our #1 top rated. This is our customer pick shredder. This is the one that 750 of you loved it so much you went to our website and you gave it a 5-star review. With thousands and thousands sold, there's so many great reasons to pick up a shredder today, including this one. The Federal Trade Commission is suggesting that you shred all your charge receipts copies of credit card applications, other sensitive documents, your bank statements, your bills, a contract, anything with personal information, your medical information, a visit to the doctor, all of those have
boarding
such
passes,
personal information. If you're not shredding it, it could be flying around the backyard. It could end up in someone else's hands. And you're reducing the waste and getting yourself organized all at the same time while you're preparing for tax season. So it's kind of a must for every household. And I like that it's so small. If you do have a small apartment, a condo, you're in a dorm room, or you're in a small office, this is not going to be another piece of furniture.
No, and you see the benefit of what it does right away. You see why everyone loves it and makes it a customer pick, because they're bragging about a piece of office equipment. Because there's nothing worse when you go try to finance that new television or house or car, and like, oh, sir, ma'am, you don't get 3% interest. You get the 8 or 6% because of a ding on your credit. And normally a lot of us, oh, you know, someone used my credit card, I just got to cancel the card or call the 3 credit agencies.
Right.
No, you need to file a 68-page document with the Federal Trade Commission. We've got better stuff to do with our time. And you know what happened to me? I went to pick up my financial aid check sophomore year of college. I'm like, I need my financial aid. And like, sir, you don't qualify this year. I'm like, excuse me, I need the money. And the thing is, that's just it. A lot of us, whether it's kids, seniors, we don't realize it's happened to us until it's too late. But that medical record, guess what? I'm just gonna shred it. I know it's not gonna be out there. That investment form, I'm just gonna shred it. And it feels good. You see the difference in terms of how it works. You see the difference in terms of the clutter of all those documents you've been holding on to being destroyed properly. You know, I gave one to my mom because she had 3 boxes in the garage of estate documents from my grandmother. And she had to go through them, and she was trying to find the right place to send them. Guess what? With this, she did it her own. She took that whole folder and watch what happens. She just loaded that whole manila envelope and just ate it up. Gone.
All right, if you do want the paisley, we have fewer than 100 remaining in the paisley. Plus, we have all these great color choices. You're going to have a lot of fun. You're getting a $200 value with loads of software, including Tax Act 2017. So you'll be ready for tax season. You'll be reducing the waste, and you'll be shredding your documents and preserving and protecting your identity. Thank you, Bill.
Hey, my pleasure.
We'll see you later this afternoon.
Yes, but this is the only show on the shredders.